Hello guys, how is it going? My name is Luthfan and I'm from Class A of English Learning Department at University Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. And today I'd like to talk about one of my favorite books for my second assessment on basic reading and writing class. My favorite novel is Infinite Stratos, and this this is the illustration of the novel covers. Infinite Stratus, as you can see, a Infinite Stratus is a Japanese like novel, and it made by Yumizuru Izuru. And Infinite Stratus have been reached about 12 volumes and it's still ongoing. Meanwhile, the translated of Japanese to English is still at 8 volumes, and one volume of this novel contains 6 chapters. And you guys can read it on the internet. Just type the keyword on Google. The keyword is Infinite Stratos the novel. Meanwhile, I read it now. I read it until 6 volume. There's more 2 volume. Okay, this novel tells us about in the near future, Japanese scientist engineers a powered exoskeleton called Infinite Stratus, let's just say IS, possessing technology and combat capabilities far more advanced than any other weapon system. The IS threatens to destabilize the world. Faced with such an overpowering weapon, the nation of world enact the Alaska Treaty, which states that IS will never be used for military combat, and that existing IS technology must be equally distributed to all nations. To prevent any one nation from dominating the others, the introduction of the IS does, however, have a major effect on society, as IS can only be operated by women. The power balance between man and woman is broken, with women coming to dominate society over men. 10 years after the IS were introduced, the world has entered a new age of peace. The peace is saturated, however, by an unexpected discovery. A 50 years old Japanese boy named Orimura Ichika is discovered to be capable of operating an IS. Realizing the potential, Ichika is forced by the Japanese government to attend the prestigious Infinite Stratus Academy, an international academy where IS pilots from all over the world are trained. Thus, his busy school life surrounded by girls begins. Okay. This novel started releasing back in 2009. Uh, there was some witness between the author and the original publisher. So this series is being published by different publishing houses. That's why you may see different kind of artwork for the first couple of volumes, and then, well, new work that looks like publisher when they release. There was an anime based on IS, as well as couple of OVA volume 5 or 6, which is probably all the materials that existed at the time that the anime was created, so there is significantly more story than what we saw. In the anime, different essentially it was a unit that was created. What you could think is probably more interesting part of the story is not even as I said that any kind of conflict, misunderstanding, and hijinks type things that go on between Ichika and sort of the three main girl. And because I remember like the anime having a lot of things on the fan service, and I think you guys can get plenty of words or vocabularies that you guys didn't know. And there's so many more value that you can get in this novel if you guys read this novel. And I'd like to recommend this novel to people that like a science fiction novel or maybe people that like romance comedy novel. Hmm. I think that's all for me to talk about my novel. Uh, Thank you for watching and goodbye.